Hi, Ross here, your expert at all things moving.
Moving tips!
As you know, moving home is a really big job. It requires a lot of knowledge and a lot of know-how to make sure that everything goes down smoothly and efficiently. But how can you choose the right moving company for your relocation needs? So many moving companies out there, I would say 100% of them, always promise the 100% satisfaction guarantee, the cheapest prices, the best workers, the best customer service, the best of the best, so to say. But a lot of them, in reality, just lack the required know-how. They don't know how to pack your items properly, or they just don't have the trucks or the people to do so. So here's our new episode about 8 important questions that you should ask your moving company before hiring them. Let's go.
Moving tips.
Question number 1. Is it a moving company or is it just a broker? You've probably heard all about this and probably even Googled about it if you're planning your move in these upcoming weeks. But here's a real reasoning behind it, and here's the real definition of what a moving company and a broker is. A moving company is somebody who takes your money and does a service for you. They own all the trucks, they own all their people, and they come in providing the service. The broker is just a middleman, somebody who takes your order, sells it to some other moving company that you have no idea and no information about. But those brokers really assure you that everything's gonna go smooth, and then they just sell your job to the other moving company and stop caring about that. Question number 2. Is the moving company that you're asking this have a license to transport your household goods? All of the moving companies on the market, if they're advertising their services to you and you found them somewhere on the internet, Craigslist, your local newspaper, usually have a license. But to be sure, go check out a specific website called fcmsa.org. You'll be able to put in the DOT, Department of Transportation number of your company in there and find out if they have a license. Question number 3. What level of liability coverage does your moving company provide? Make sure to ask them that question, be it a conversation over the phone or face-to-face when they come over to have a look at your belongings and give you an estimate for the services. Usually, all professional moving companies should have a liability insurance coverage of 60 cents per pound per item per article. If some of your items are much more expensive than that and you would like some extra protection for them, every legitimate moving company should give you an option to purchase an extra insurance. Make sure you ask them that when talking face-to-face or over the phone, and you'll have yourself a good mover.
Moving tips.
Question number 4. What deposits does your company collect, and what is their refund policy? Be very careful and very attentive when ordering your move with the moving company, especially if it's over the phone. Usually, all professional moving companies never charge a security deposit of more than 20% of your total cost. If that deposit goes over 30, 40, or even 50%, be sure that's a middleman. That's a broker you're dealing with right there. A professional moving company will give you a security deposit in size of 10 to 20% and will always be happy to refund it if you choose to change your date or cancel your move 48 hours before doing so. Question number 5 for a moving company. Do you have enough experienced movers and experienced staff during the peak season? If you're planning to move somewhere between the months of April and November, you can count that as a peak season for moving. Make sure that you ask your moving company if they have enough employees. Usually during the peak season, when they're understaffed, they would hire temporary employees for some of their needs. Obviously, you don't want any people with lack of experience moving your precious items. So that's a very important and essential question.
Moving tips.
Question number 6. Are storage facilities available? Your moving company, if it's a professional one, usually does have their own storage facility to store your goods for some time if you're not ready to move into your new home just yet. Usually, professional companies will give you a first or second months of your storage for free, but that depends between moving companies. Just make sure that they have that option and that possibility, and even if they use a third-party storage facility, they'll make sure to inform you who that is and how it's going to be stored. Question number 7, one of the most important of them all. What will be the final cost of the service, of the moving service? Usually, professional moving companies give you a ballpark estimate first, then they double check all of your belongings and give you a final price. Make sure that you double, triple, and quadruple check with them that there are no hidden costs involved in this estimate, and if there's nothing extra that you're moving, that the price is gonna stay the same. The biggest problem in United States of America for the past 20 years with moves is just that. The difference between the estimate and the final cost of the move. That's the main problem of them all. So one of those questions that you should ask your moving company is how much it's gonna cost. And finally, question number 8, last but not the least. Please ask your moving company, how will they avoid the damage to your property? A responsible and professional moving company should be able to prove their impeccability with their clean documentation, with their fine people, and as well as methods that they can explain to you on how they will be packing your items safely and securely. If there is a sign that a representative of the company that is speaking to you has no knowledge whatsoever about packing the items, my professional expert advice is move on to a different one. In conclusion, I just want to wish you a good luck. Make sure that you find a great moving company. Just remember, ask them those questions. Have good luck.
Moving tips.